sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Bayou State. The Who Dat chant ringing behind us as we are ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Mike Tirico in the booth with Greg Olson and Blake Groupie on the field to get this started. Off we go from the Superdome. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason, and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. Now fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a 5th-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
Now he takes off.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he moves forward out to the 29-yard line. Jacob Harris in there for the stop.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now Rattler gonna throw. In trouble, and he's gonna be taken down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
And now the punting unit will come on. Cameron Johnson deep to return this. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. The give to White, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second and 11. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 13 yards.
13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers first down. On play action, Mayfield. Now he'll run it. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble to give them a new set of downs.
First down, Buccaneers.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
He will find his man. That's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
On the pickup. It's second and inches at the 30-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Buccaneer first
So
down.
as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, not much there, maybe a yard.
Pete Werner on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the Saints' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's second and 9. Baker to throw. He's got the connection there to Ibuka.
Mayfield's
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Now a third and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth
A
down.
gain of a yard. It's now fourth down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This from 34 yards. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Rattler. This one on target to Olave. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
A gain of
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Rattler. The reception for Rashid Shaheed.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. He runs with it. And nice work there. Going to a slide and gain about 7.
A 7-yard
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Kamara, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
4 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. Has some room inside the 30. What a run, he brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Kamara going to try to pull his way in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Rashid.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
So a field goal here would tie the game, but the kicking unit stays on the sideline. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Kamara, and he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Buccaneers offense starting to trot out for this next possession, and they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. As caught left side by Otten. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down. Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Here's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Baker. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, and after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left, and for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. To return, it's Shaheed, and to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. The Bucs have the early lead. More from New Orleans after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. Complete. It is Foster Moreau. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 5. Now faking the give, rolling to the left. He keeps it himself. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down.
A gain Saints.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Rattler now back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
For the Saints field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now, Mayfield. Oh, a loose football. The Saints have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Saints offense ready to come back out for this next possession, and they start in the best possible situation. It is 1st and goal. With Kamara. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
He was brought down by Levante David. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now here's 2nd and goal. He'll keep this himself. And he will take it in himself. Spencer Rattler. Touchdown, Saints. Touchdown, Saints. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Grupe able to add the extra point. And the Saints take a 10-3 lead.
Buccaneers 3.
After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense getting set to get back to work. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To throw is Mayfield. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
First down.
Call it a gain of 13. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. The motion man is Johnson. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and caught by BUCS. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He's going to be marched down at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A throw right side. Going to be taken in by McMillan. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Not the biggest gain in the world, Mike, but what I really like from the quarterback is just the timing of the drop, the timing of the delivery, and hopefully this can jumpstart this offense in the right direction.
To throw is Mayfield. And he'll take it on in. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Here comes Hill on the return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25.
The Saints take over.
The Saints offense ready to see what they can do.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Rattler gonna throw. Got it into the hands of Olave. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Olave. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one downfield for Cooks. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it's going to be 3rd down. Looking to throw, Rattler. He's got his man, that's Olave. Now inside the 25. And he'll be taken down. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 71 yards.
That's good for us Saints. 1st down and goal to go.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a design run. He will do it himself. He's in. Spencer Rattler. Touchdown Saints. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Groupie now for the extra point. The kick is good. Saints go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Buccaneers 10.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. To return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Drive begins with a run by White, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down throw for Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
They'll motion the slot man right. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Johnson. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On second down, Baker. He's got the connection there to Ibuka.
Complete to Ibuka. A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing is Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Tez Johnson.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback, and in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
Brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to New Orleans. After this, here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rattler. He'll step up and run this. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrabbling his way to a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Christian Izien there to bring him down.
It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Second down and 8. To throw, it's Rattler. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up third down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Here's Rattler. He'll try to run for it. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Here's their punter now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. On first down is Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Baker gonna hand it to White. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A good spot here, second and a yard. Mayfield. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 17 yards that time to number 17.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones. And we saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
The Saints' 41-yard line.
One final throw before the break. Throw on the run is complete, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half.
Chase McLaughlin.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Rattler now back to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and
with
10
nothing open
at the
downfield, he tries to
24-yard
find
line.
something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion is Hill. Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd and long. Throwing now is Rattler. He's got his man. It's Hill. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's good for us.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Back at the 22-yard line.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. They'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. A pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
He's going to try to get this himself. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Result of of the play.
Fourth down, you want to make sure you give your quarterback the option to keep the ball in his hands, and that's exactly what they decided to do, and the defense was ready. They played assignment football, everyone did their job, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
They go play action with Mayfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a game
They get 25
yards.
on that connection. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
16-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. The motion man is Johnson. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
On the play. Brings up third down.
Baker to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. The motion man is Johnson. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on third and goal.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
Throwing here on third, under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. That's the safety, the former Chief Justin Reed, bursting in for the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers are able to cut it to 4, 17 to 13.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, You always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion goes Cooks. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Jamel Dean on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. A give up the middle with Camara. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Saints first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal. When you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
They'll work the middle here with Camara, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
Give them 14 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
First down. 1st and 10.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield, but in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They're going to go right back to Camara. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Rattler going to throw. He'll look underneath here and find Camara. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
This is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Rattler. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Saints first down.
Saints. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back.
And he will get into the end zone. Romero. Touchdown, New Orleans.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Groupie now, on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Saints will extend this third quarter lead.
Buccaneers 13.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucks ready to get back to work. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
He's taken down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Get this complete right side to Otten. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
That one is caught by BUCS. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
It's Otten in motion. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Mayfield. Left side, he's got BUCS. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Throwing is Mayfield. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. But it looks like the Buccaneers was able to bring that one back in. Tampa Bay will indeed retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Well, here down the field will fall incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Third and a long way to go. Mayfield. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to get back to a one-possession game. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they are indeed back within one score. So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara is set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Throwing is Rattler. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest game.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
To throw, it's Rattler. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Logan Hall in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Rattler now back to throw. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
14 on the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Moreau in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. In motion is Hill. Throwing now is Rattler. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. To return is Johnson. And it's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field.
47-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense make their way out to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's White, and the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield to throw. Got a man. It's a BUCS. Complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
On the give, it's White. The hold closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They go play action with Mayfield. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there. And
quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
The give to White. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, Mayfield. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Sterling Shepard. 1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll run with White. What a move! He's in! Rashad White, touchdown Buccaneers. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
This will be big for the Bucs. They're going to try the 2-point conversion.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point
Here's Mason.
conversion.
He'll try to do it with the screen. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game is tied.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24.
So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion goes Cooks. Here's Rattler. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Off he goes.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
In motion goes Cooks. Now Rattler gonna throw. That's gonna be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's gonna force 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And he's gonna get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 6 coming up. Kamara. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
Saints 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Here's Kamara. Ooh. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Another Saints 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Kamara. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard's going to help the field goal kicker right now. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. to try to do this himself. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
A 2-yard
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. To return is Tucker. Wow! And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Baker Mayfield and the BUCS ready to get back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
Now 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He takes off. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. And this game is over. So this one, a win for the Saints. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. And they walk away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.